All right, so tuning your car. Everyone's heard of it. Get 25 horsepower, 50 horsepower, 100 horsepower, whatever it is, you've heard of tuning. I'm sure they're out there from all different people. And the bottom line is, should you do it? Should you tune your car for more horsepower? Should you not? All right, so what is a tune? So tune basically is remapping your EC. So it's telling the car different parameters, whether it's more gas, whether it's different timing, whether it's more boost, and it changes how the car is reacting because, of course, if you've changed the mods on your car or you have a stock car, there are a lot of factory limits that are set. There's factory parameters, and those are set for a number of reasons. They're set for regulations, they're set for just miles per gallon. They're set to be that middle ground, but a tune gives you the option to customize it, and that's where the Supra, being a BMW, reacts well. So thanks, BMW. So this tune was basically set up by us doing polls. Now you can do dynos or you can do polls, but either way, whoever's tuning your car needs to see what's going on, plug in their parameters, change their values, and know what's too far for the car and what's enough. And I don't know, that was one of the coolest processes back in a tune versus an OTS tuner off the shelf, is that it was set up for my car. If you're gonna just get an off-the-shelf tune, one of the issues is that it's not made for your car. It's kind of predicting and finding that middle ground, but you're not gonna get the same values you would if you get someone that knows what they're doing, can do a custom tune in your car, can see exactly what's happening in your car as they're tuning it, and can make all those little adjustments. All right, so this being tuned, we're sitting around 500 horsepower. And 500 horsepower in this car, Jesus Christ. It's honestly borderline scary. And it really makes the E92 M3 feel slow. And I say that in a way of, not that the E92 M3 is a slow car or anything with 400 horsepower is a slow car. When this boost hits, it's just like, it's there. The power's there, it pulls and you're going or you're spinning, but either way, you're doing something and you're doing a lot of it. So we are running an E50 mix, meaning that we're running half 85 and half 91 in this car. I wasn't originally gonna do that because I kind of wanted to stay away from the 85. This is a car I daily drive quite a bit and I didn't want to have to deal with going to the 85 gas stations. But when I was talking to Mario and he said it's an extra 100 horsepower, it was kind of one of those things like, you can't not do it. How am I gonna be paying for this tune right now, be paying for his time to do all this, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna have 100 less horsepower? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. It's gotta be an E50 mix. So I'll show you guys real quick just how I do it. It's super simple. We're filling up stupid. Bree loves it. But, what are you gonna do? So basically it's super simple. It's equal parts 91 and equal parts 85. So I'm gonna put, right now I'm pretty full, so I'm only gonna put like 1.5 gallon of 85 and then 1.5 gallons of 91. Simple as that. The only hard part is there's no direct way to calculate. It's really hard to get my gas tank full because even on the app for the Supra, it doesn't give you it gives you 13 gallons, but it doesn't give you 13.7. So you can't really get it full. So I said something a while ago about this car being, I didn't know if I wanted more power in this car. And, I still kind of stand by that. Here we are in the canyons, sitting at approximately 500 horsepower, somewhere around there. And it's a little scary. I mean, I don't know if scary is the right word, but it just has you at the edge of your seat because you can't be on the throttle the whole time. You have to really finesse this car now that it's tuned. So the main difference now that it's tuned, and this is something that I kind of talked about a second ago, but now it's quick in certain areas. And I mean, it's quick altogether, don't get me wrong, but it's quick in certain areas where I can enjoy it as a daily driver. And to me, that's important, because unless you're someone that's tracking your car all the time, which isn't me, you don't get to really enjoy your car at its full potential. So to just be able to be like, you know, quickly run through that, hit boost, have fun, and don't, you know, break all the speed limits down everywhere, it's cool and it's fun, and it gives me something that like I actually get to enjoy this car. It's a big part of it for me. Yeah. Told you the good about the tune, now for the bad. Now this is subjective, and to different people, you know, you might be saying, well, that's not a thing with me, I don't really care about that. And that, you might be completely valid, but for me, the issue is, now that it has this horsepower and the tune set up this way, I have to finesse the throttle a little bit. I have to be careful that I'm gonna put too much throttle in and the response is gonna be me spinning or the rear end getting loose. It already had that a little bit stock, but now that it's tuned, you got more power. And see, to me, again, that's like a 50-50 point of, is it like really a bad thing? Because the reality of it is, yeah, you got more power, so of course, like, you're gonna have less traction. It's kind of an obvious thing, right? But some people, you may not think about that if you're getting a tune. So if I go full throttle, I am burning out down the entire street. Good or bad, that's your choice. It's fun, but do you want to do it every time? Yes, you do. So that was 0 to 77, and we were spinning like the majority of it. Now, if I had traction control off, we would have been doing a burnout the entire time. So one of the coolest parts about this tune, so the Ecotech tune, ECU Tech, whatever you want to call it, is that I can adjust the burble straight from my phone. And I'm gonna pull over here right now and show you guys, because I think it's one of the coolest parts about this, that you can adjust it. I don't know, it's like, it's just, yeah, I'll show you. All right, so like I mentioned, this tune can completely change the burble with just the slider. So right now, I have this on, so this is full pops and everything. Way too many pops, you know, super loud, super aggressive. If that's what you want, then you got it. But I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this right now to like 3/4 and then do it again. So quite a bit less. So I'll do it one more time at 3/4. I'm gonna go down to like a half. Actually, I'll go to like a 1/4. So you guys can see that. I'm gonna give it a second. See, so it makes a huge difference. Literally, that was all the way to red line too right there. If I turn it all the way down, we got nothing. We got 0 pops. Back up to max. So it's pretty cool because it adjusts real time. I don't have to turn off the car. I can just sit there and do that. And it's really nice too, because I don't always want to have that super aggressive burble. And honestly, I'm not really a big fan of like the machine gun burble. I like to hear it during the shifts, just a little bit, but I like it to be, you know, light and not, so I kind of drive with it around 3/4 so that, you know, it's there, but it's not so heavy. That was at 4K. At 6, you know, it still pops a lot. If I find it's popping too much, I just turn it down. So it's one of the coolest little things. I love tech, and it's cool to see all these modern cars have so much tech. There's also another thing here. Another one of the cool parts is that I can actually switch my maps just by holding the volume up button right here. Or not even the volume up, this is actually the cruise control up button. And if I hold it, it basically jumps between 1, 2, and 3 of those are my different maps. So I basically have 4 maps here. I have a 91, I have an E20 to E50 safety map, so reduced power, then I have an E50 power map, and then I have an E70 safety map reduced. So it's one of those things, like for example, if I have to get 91, but I'm not totally out of 85, and I'm not gonna be able to get gas, and I don't know what's in the tank, I can switch it here so that the car's using less power, and there's a different mix here, and because I will get some errors if I do my E50 mix wrong. I'll go ahead and get some errors on the screen. You'll start seeing the car kind of like wondering what's going on, and so that's where I can switch to a different map if that is the case. So it's cool to have that, to be able to switch, you know, at the touch of a button. It takes literally 3 seconds to switch maps. Overall, there are definitely good and bad parts of tuning your car, but at the end of the day, it's your car, you do what you want. I'm enjoying the hell out of this thing.